be the favored pair. Sexy Alexei and the woman who posed in Russian Playboy. Quite a photo op. For Gymnastics, sponsored by Sony, let's go out live to the Nassau Coliseum and Greg Lewis.
Thank you very much, Jim Lampley, and welcome inside Nassau Veterans Memorial Coliseum as we get set for day 7 of gymnastics. It is mixed pairs competition, and working with me, well, Gymnastics Broadcasting's best mixed pair, Kathy Johnson-Clark and Bart Connor. Bart, what is this all about here as we look at the most decorated medalists so far in these games? Alexei Bondarenko getting warmed up.
Well, the mixed pairs format was actually created about 20 years ago here in the United States. And it's kind of like mixed pairs tennis, where the men and women's scores are added together. And, of course, you have Alexei Niemov and Svetlana Horkina together. They'll be doing their best events. And so when you have the best in the world doing just their best events and prize money on the line, it should be pretty interesting.
Well, then, Kathy, is this all serious, or is it a little fun mixed in as well?
I think it's a lot of both. Actually, I mean, this is a great, fun format for these kids to enjoy themselves in competition. We might even see a little bit of personality, especially from this young lady. I think we will. But they're very serious because they're doing a high level of difficulty here. A lot of great gymnastics we're going to see, so we'll see good focus and concentration. But, you know, no world Olympic titles on the line. But the pressure, let me tell you, when your partner goes up there and nails their routine, trust me, they're feeling some pressure to hit theirs too.
Well, we see the pressure in the eyes of these competitors. Let's take a look at the rules for this mixed pairs competition. It's over 2 days. Men and women select 2 apparatus each day. The vault is excluded from the competition. 14 teams start this all out and will compete in the first round. Top 12 advance to the second round, and then only the top 8 teams will advance to the third and fourth rounds. That will be tomorrow, and today's points don't carry over. So here is Alexei Bondarenko, who has won 4 medals in these Goodwill games and is looking for his first gold medal. He's got an all-around silver. He's also got a ring silver. And he is the 98 European all-around champion.
Now, Greg, the way this works, there are 5 events available for the men to perform on and 3 for the women. The men can do the floor, the horse, the rings, the parallel bars, or the high bar. The women can do the floor, beam, or the uneven bars. Vaulting, because there's no room on the floor to do both men and women's vaulting. Vaulting has been eliminated. So the gymnasts are selecting their best events, and we'll see Bondarenko right now on the rings.
5'3" and 117 pounds of power on this 19-year-old Russian.
It's just about the perfect body, especially for this event here, where strength is such an important aspect.
Always think that the slight body build of these gymnasts is rather deceiving. He's only 117 pounds. He looks a lot beefier than that, but the key in gymnastics is your strength to weight ratio. You need to be enormously strong and very light to do some of the strength moves that you're going to see him perform here. Inverted iron cross, not bad. Now, the most exciting part of his routine comes up here towards the end. He's going to do these double somersaults within the rings. The first one laid out. This one here is tucked. And then he tries to freeze that into handstand. Nicely done. You need to demonstrate control in that handstand. Swing forward and backward to the handstand.
Oh, wow. Great routine.
Beautiful landing for Bondarenko. And his score will be given after his teammates score.
This is just a terrific angle to see what's going on in these double somersaults, tucked, and then swing the second one around up to the handstand and just freeze it in the handstand. Nice.
So Bondarenko waits now to see how his teammate does. The future of Russian gymnastics right here. Anna Kovaleva, just 15. And she is on the floor, the 1998 Russian champion on the floor.
And Greg, I believe she has a bright future if she continues the way she has been competing at such a young age. Terrific talent. there's certainly room for some polish. She really has a nice combination of everything. Nice technique, good difficulty, and a very pretty presentation.
Anna Kovaleva, the personal charge of the Russian gymnastics titan, Leonid Arkayev. So if he puts his signature next to them, that means this is my chosen one.
Interestingly enough, her coach, Lena Mashinskaya, worked with her for many years, and now Arkayev is starting to take over more control of her development.
It's really exciting to see raw talent. I mean, as I said, there's room for improvement. I can pick out the little things, but it's all there. She just needs to put it together and polish it.
We await the scores for the Russian team of Bondarenko and Kovaleva.
She's considered one of the rising stars in Australia.
She's got that spunky smile, and over in the kiss and cry area, as they call it, I think there'll be more kisses than cries from this team. Now we move to Lu Yufu of China. His teammate is Meng Fei.
He was a finalist here at the Goodwill Games on the parallel bars, only scored a 9.2, had a little trouble. Oh, I love that giant to a pike double back in between the rails. Shows a lot of expert underbar work there. Those are called giant swings when he swings down through the bottom. They were invented about 20 years ago, but I haven't seen many gymnasts that do them any better than this young man. Just 18 years old.
Lu Yufu, a most intense look. And the scores for the Russian team, total of 19.20. Bondarenko 9.575 on the rings, and on the floor for Kovaleva, a 9.625. So that total of 19.2 is what Lu Yufu and now Meng Fei must try to beat. Meng Fei, 17 years old, a mere 5'1", 94 pounds, but packed with energy.
Those of you out there who love the uneven bars, you're going to love this routine. As it is with all the Chinese gymnasts, they're very innovative and exciting on this event. They've always pushed the edge of the envelope.
Meng Fei was second at the 97 Worlds on the bars, but had some trouble here in the Goodwill Games. Only 8th in the bars competition, and of course that was after the accident that befell her teammate, Song Lan. And the Chinese have been heroic in their comeback here.
Look at the work here, the beautiful pirouette. It's hard to even understand how difficult those are because she does them so well and with ease. Beautiful dismount. Coming up right here. Watch the elegance, even on the uneven bars. Sure, they're dynamic, they're strong, but just gorgeous in the air.
Meng Fei, fourth in the all-around here of these Goodwill Games. And she and Lu Yufu trying to beat 19.2 to take the lead away from the Russians.
Interesting angle to see that dismount. I've actually seen her do it better. She looked a little bit sluggish on that, but it's pretty nonetheless.
Very intense look on the Chinese tonight. So far, they have not had great medal success in these games. And we'll come back with their score. Lots more gymnastics when we return. Well, there is the score, 19.150. They're in second.